Good morning, everyone. It's me. Oh, well, dear me, let's see if there's a mouse in here. I left them containers open. Okay, nope. Nothing there. Oh, must have been in a hurry. Huh? Was I in a hurry? All right, now don't get all. He's bit me before. Standing with the food container. Easy, buddy. With the food container in my hands towards his back, talking to somebody. Bit me in my back. Left a nice good mark there, too. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Yeah, well, sometimes what happens. Chapter 10, Part 3. I'm not sure where I'm at now. Part 4. Absolute happiness. Oh my gosh. Can that happen? Absolute happiness. And I felt about that, not just about my own children, my grandchildren. Anytime someone shared the birth of a child with me, either I was there in the physical or seen it, a picture or something, that's absolute. And then being able to truly welcome that child with your whole heart to mind, okay? Clear heart to mind, what it means for another human being to be born into this world. Tiny little thing, they've got these just cutest little heads and their little fingers and their toes and their this tiny little human being. See their eyes open. Whoa, right? And to be able to do that as a human being, to welcome another human being into this world with no reservations, no thoughts of the future of that child already or this or that, is absolute happiness. You experience absolute happiness. Then when doing that, as the growth of a child continues, especially in your own family, it just gets better and better and better. But, there's no buts about it, okay? I mean, can we just stop doing the but thing and the if thing? All right. When it comes to certain things, okay? All right, got to do that. I'm gonna, while I feed everyone out there, I'm gonna leave you with this one. I gotta give the piggies a little more. It's kind of cold out there. The one thing that I wrinkle my forehead at, raise my eyebrows at, more than anything else is when someone tells me, just accept me for who I am. That is just who I am. Let that thing sink in, and we'll talk about it. Sounds so good, doesn't it? So, with that said, I am who I am. 100%. Thing is, I am perfectly happy. Absolutely happy with the way I am. Who I am. And I could say, from childhood to now, which has been over 50 some years now, I'll be 57 this year. Going towards 60. I've been a really content and happy human being. And learned so more to be so as my path in life went on. Yes. The lessons that came through in my life, I could blame other people out there for certain things that happen. Not going to do that. I've learned not to do that. Thing is, nobody told me to tell you know what? Don't listen. Don't do that. Someone else's path in life is not yours. You do not need to take on their ideologies, theological ideas, how they view the world, so you can be who you are. This, that, fighting for rights. Don't do that. I'm telling you now, if you're younger than me, maybe older and still struggling with that, don't do that. These self-help quotes and all that kind of stuff, they can be very, very deceiving. Because here's one, the purpose of life is not just for you to be accepted for who you are. This is who I am. With that part also comes the responsibility for you to fulfill your life. Yes, see? Yes? Makes sense? No? Yeah. There's a difference, I guess. I'm going to put the guys out. I don't think we're going to have rain, just overcast. And, yeah. What I find interesting is that, oh, be careful with that bow, buddy. Okay, yeah. Horses very rarely step on anything in their way. We had a cat in here laying on the burrito. And he just lay there, all four of his paws up in the air on his back. And the horses would just step over him. And he'd just lay there. They never stepped on him. If a horse steps on anything, they want to step on it. Okay, so the amazing thing out there that I see, especially happening in the last so many years, when it comes to some people out there is all the unrest, this and that is happening because they're not happy with how I am, with my morals and virtues that are not going to change. Because again, in my life, okay, that's working pretty darn good. Yeah. Reaching that perfect happiness, absolute happiness in my life. Yet, at the same time, they're not happy with me because of that. And they want to draw me into, well, but I am who I am. And you need to accept that. Well, who says I don't? How's that my problem? Yeah, but, no, wait, stop right there. How's that anyone's problem except for yours? Because the people who have done this really bad, really bad, evil things out there in the last couple of years, on the way that they are voicing themselves, in the way they are destroying things, in the way they are temper tantrums of a 2-year-old are not this bad. And it can be pretty bad. To make a point of who they are, right, shows me that, wow, there's a lot of unhappiness going on in those people's lives. You want me to accept you for who you are, as you are, or what you think you need to be, and getting there one way or the other, this, that, with all the unhappiness that is in your own life and that you're carrying into other people's lives, especially children. That is crime number 1, okay? Crime number 1 is to be okay with who you are. That's who I am. And the way you are is hurting children out there. Yeah, see? Yeah. One has to beware when you use certain terms. I'm just who I am. Can't you accept me for who I am? That does not depend on me. That depends on you. You see? Yes. Purpose of life is not for me to figure out on how I can squeeze you in with your immoral, pervert behavior, going against science and principles of creation and love of God. That's not for me to figure out in your life. That's for you to figure out. If you're unhappy with your lifestyle, if you're unhappy in the way you love, or how you view that, or how you are, then you're the one who has to make a change. You're the one who has to go and dig a little deeper. Why is it that this is happening to me? Then you will find, I'm sorry guys, you will find that discovering, especially in these times, and thousands of years already, people trying to do that. Are you ready? Let's see how you walk. Still working on that. All right. There's more out there. Go on. You will realize when you start to dig a little bit deeper, instead of listening people out there want you to be miserable and as unhappy as they are for one reason or another. And sadly, there are a few things that are involved in that. Number 1, how can I get away of not taking responsibility for the children that I put in this world? And pull others with me. Number 2, how can I continue not really following my life's path, discovering the gifts and talents that I have for others out there, my creative family, others out there, this and that, and stay on drugs? How can I make it right? Because that's who I am. Can't you just accept who I am? To start stealing. I guarantee you that in the unrest that we had, a couple years ago, and it's still going on some places, I mean, I'm talking about not just going out there holding a sign, I mean destruction. I guarantee you that 3/4 of those people were under some kind of influence of drugs. I have no doubt. Because a clear thinking human being would not do what they have done, including looking at children as collateral damage. That is your purpose of life. This is your purpose of life. That's who you are. Just accept me for who I am. Oh, but we're not really talking about that. We're not? Oh, if we're not talking about that, because that's a consequence of who you are. If we're not talking about that, and just in your own environment and who you are, this and that, where in your privacy, I have no room. That's not my business. Neither is yours in mine any of your business, per se. Unless, of course, again, I see you abuse a child, betcha I'm going to make it my business. So, then why are you out there? Why have so many people were out there, especially young people? Yeah. So now we have people out there. I want you to accept for who I am. That's who I am. I am the way I am. That's me. They're so unhappy with who they are that now they need to go and use restrooms where they shouldn't be in with their holy places. Because it's endangering children, already has. That's who they are? Oh, good for you. Pedophiles. Even though pedophiles and sex offenders and people who are just groping others, okay, there is even less. This is even more difficult, becomes more difficult because the media just doesn't really care, right, to say, hey, you know what? 100% offenses like that are not okay. Yet that's who you are out there? You are supporting that out there? Yeah. Oh. And, of course, the absolute worst, in my opinion, is to deny an unborn child its rights to a life in this world. You created. Or you support to get rid of. Now, at any time of the pregnancy. That's who you are. That's what you want to be. You want me to accept you for who you are. That's just who I am. And you have to accept me. And I want all the same rights. That's... Which rights are we talking about? That when you have children someday, you're okay with them getting groped, sexually abused, kidnapped, killed, raped. You're good with that. That instead of you taking responsibility for your love life, okay, not even going to go there. You want the right to decide over a child's life. That's what you want. That's who you are. That's who you are. Yeah. Well, some of you out there in that category, I am who I looked at or looking at yourself while you were in that position of an unborn child as just a clump of tissue. Wow. If that is the kind of attitude you have towards yourself, no wonder. No wonder. Yeah. So here's the thing. Bottom line. I could go on and on and on and on. Okay? If with who you are unhappy with, and I think your conscience will tell you if you're happy or not with who you are. I'm not to blame out there. Nobody else is to blame out there. You blame yourself for that. Start with. Because look on what I just told you, what you all invite into your life, you think is okay for others to go through. Suffer under who you are. Oh, but doesn't that go both ways? No, it doesn't. Absolutely does not. The purpose of life is to bring God joy. If someone abides by the 10 Commandments and the Lord's Prayer, this step, then that's the people I speak for. Now, who are you when it comes to that? Yeah. So this isn't about one side or the other side. This is about where do you stand with your principles, your morals, and your virtues when it comes to your own life, and then what do you expect out there for others to make better for you if you are not willing to start that yourself first. Yes. My. Can I even upload that on YouTube? Dig deeper. Discover your path to happiness, and you never know what you might find. And try to do that without hurting someone. No, I do not approve of people who think they are righteous either to be out there doing the same thing the other side is doing. Right? Violence has no room in any of that. Yeah, that's what goats do, right? For example, that's what bulls do. Oh, roosters will do. They don't have a brain to come up with something different. Right? They will headbutt. Yeah. As I said before, we're not animals. Humankind's not an animal. Humankind is a superior existence on earth. With a mind, with a heart, heart to mind. Yes. And there's no getting around that because that is definitely who you are. Oh, I guess my last sentence here would be, start acting more like it. All right, got something blessings always. Chapter 10, part 4. Absolute happiness comes with truly finding out who you are. Then you go out, I am who I am, with absolute happiness. Yeah. There you go. Start the journey. And good luck. I'll be praying for you. Bye, everyone. God's love and blessings always.